Okay, so what's up, y'all? I'm doing another commentary, CR Wrestling commentary, going at it solo again. And on the screen there, what you see is Figure Four Leg Lock Pro Wrestling, the live. We are the Rising. Check them out on YouTube. There'll be a link in the description below to Figure Four Leg Lock's channel. And he's part of the PRW circuit, so check him out. Tell him Cedric sent you, or Muto Turtica, either one. So, I did a commentary and talked about weight classes, and then T Jones, Dow Jones, he brought up something about Kushida and him he's graduating to heavyweight and how I'd feel about that, and like he's done all that he can in the juniors, and I'm gonna tell you now, he hasn't done all he can in the juniors. But that's why I titled this one, Graduating from Junior to Heavyweight and Why It Happens. This one might be short, I'm sorry. But here goes. Kushida, junior heavyweight champion. Quite a few times. Part of the Time Splitters with Alex Shelley. Yeah, he did a lot. TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling. He toured in Mexico a few times. He did some things. Up in Rev Pro, and other places, And Kushida, while he's great, he didn't do all he could. He didn't. And when you graduate from junior to heavyweight, it is a slap in the face to every single junior, because Jushin Thunder Liger, they say, you too short. And also, he built up the juniors. He built it from scratch. He built that from scratch and gave Pro Wrestling World the best of the Super Juniors tournament, which was just an 8 wrestler single elimination tournament that lasted for a while. It got pushed away. It's been canceled a few times. Liger and Tiger Mask, the original one, they had so many epic classic matches. Tiger Mask, Dynamite Kid, Jushin Thunder Liger, Black Tiger. We know who Black Tiger was, but let's keep this real, okay? Let's keep it, okay? We've seen a lot of things. Great matches, spectacular counters, amazing finishes. And sometimes it can just end in a small package, but when the match goes so well and you can see how exhausted they are and the small package happens, it just makes sense. That's what you got out the juniors. You got swan dive moves. You got rolling and elevated Death Valley drivers, avalanche superplexes, avalanche brain busters, fisherman busters, DDTs, Black Tiger bombs. You've got everything coming out of the juniors. The Dragon Bomb was popularized as the running Liger Bomb, or the sit-out Liger Bomb, or the high-angle Liger Bomb. There's so many epic things that came out of the juniors. And the juniors started getting just a bit more popular than the heavyweights in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which was basically king of the juniors. They canceled it. And then they brought it back. Kept it strong enough. Make sure it don't outweigh the heavyweights. That's why they would hold it early in the year. And sometimes later in the year, depending upon. But they made sure to make their flagship, the G1 Climax, far more grand than anything else. More important than the heavyweight title. So, this graduating from junior to heavyweight, why must it happen? Because they killed the juniors. They killed them. They put more, as T. Jones even said, they don't give much to the juniors, and they push the heavyweights. So, and that's why all these juniors are graduating to heavyweight. The Young Bucks, we're going to graduate and go for the heavyweight titles, tag titles. Come on. You can't weigh $1.25 and then go for the $20 bill. That don't make sense. I get it, make $1 out of 15 cents. But that's some hard work. And it's not accomplishable unless you steal. And they stole the limelight from the juniors. That's what happened. The juniors now for the first time, they've got their round robin style. But when it came to the G1, you know who was in it? Predominantly Japanese wrestlers. And then they would bring in the gaijin, the non-Japanese wrestlers, to spice things up. Because the crowd was like, we only see the Japanese wrestlers. We want only the Japanese wrestlers to win, but we want to see others from around the world. So that's what happened. But when it came to Best of the Super Juniors 2019, there was too many gaijin. Why? Because they have a shrinking junior heavyweight area. And New Japan Pro Wrestling puts more emphasis on heavyweights. And if you're popular enough, and they love you enough, and you do well in New Japan's eyes, not so much the fans' eyes, then they say you can compete in the heavyweight area and go for heavyweight titles. So Kushida, he wanted to leave the juniors because it's not that he accomplished all that he could. There was nothing more that he could accomplish because they stifled it. They put it into atrophy. There's nothing left. So he wanted to go to Bullet Club, allegedly. Ghetto had plans. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Switchblade Jay White, that ain't a heavyweight. He got to weigh 10 cents more than Naito. I think. He doesn't seem to lost weight recently. So, I'm just saying, Kushida, he left because there was nothing left for him in the juniors. All he would be doing is facing the same 4 opponents, having the same title defense matches. Bushi never got pushed that I could ever remember. And then he was in a title match, didn't look well. And I know Bushi can do a lot better than he has been. But he's where he is. He's not going to change. I'd like to see how Bushi wrestled before his injury that changed things. But I don't know where to get those matches. And I'm not really too interested because it's not how he is today. And seeing how somebody was and then trying to compare them to how they are, especially when the injury changed it, you can't do that. It's comparing not apples to oranges, but oranges to bananas. So Kushida had to leave. He had to go elsewhere. He's going to WWE. Yes, as T. Jones said, most likely he's going to be a heavyweight there. WWE don't have weight class. They just got titles and they'll put you with it. And it's not even based on weight in WWE. If you watch it, it's based on height. And this comes from somebody that don't watch WWE. And that could sound like a contradiction. All it won't. But how wrong am I? Go look at it. Is it based on weight or is it based on height? Look at the heavyweights. Look at the lightweights if they still have them. It's based on height. Everyone has a build weight, a build height. That's how that roll. You got to get used to that. And that's why, another reason why I don't watch them. When it comes to New Japan, how much should I watch them? Will Ospreay, junior heavyweight, but he just graduates to heavyweight for the G1 climax? Or did they have so few that they could enter because they didn't let the 4th generation wrestle that they had to put in others? I'm just saying, think about it. Shingo Takagi, if he's really a junior, he shouldn't have been in it. There should have been no juniors, no young lions, and if you got to, find other people. Let other people from other areas in Japan, like Pro Wrestling Noah and stuff, they did that back in the day. But when you have nowhere to go, when your area is shrinking day by day, it ain't about graduation. It's about migration. That's what happened. And do I support Will Ospreay or anyone else going to heavyweight? No. Do I think it's the right thing to do? No. Do I think it's a need? Yes, because if they don't, what they going to do? They got to do it. It's a need. It's a necessity. You want to work, hey, defend your belt, once every 2 or 3 months to get some lightweight. Dragon Lee came. That was great. He's gone. So, yeah. So, graduating from junior to heavyweight. That's why. Because New Japan don't care about juniors. Just like they didn't want women there. So therefore, Kenny Omega, that was his deal breaker. That was his deal breaker. He wanted to promote his elite right there. They wouldn't let him. I'm glad about that. He wanted women in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which would have been a great market if they did it my way, how I think it should be, a women's company or division. It would have been great if it did it my way anyway. You know, that's just me though. Let's see, now I gotta take a pause here. I'm looking at, I see Sharknado, but it's been a couple of years and I think we're behind. Such a goofy movie. But anyway, man, hey girl, have we seen that one?
It says enough said.
Enough said.
Sharknado.
What year? Did you see the year on it? This real time, folks. I don't remember this scene. See, I don't know what that is, but I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't drink it. What year does it say?
2013.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, you can watch that one. You can watch that. It's 2013. All right. So, because see, I want to see him too. We gotta catch up on our Sharknadoes. So, so yeah. So going back to this. So why does it happen? Because they got nowhere to go. So I hope that answers everything. And, you know, thank you, T. Jones, you know, for the comments, for the questions and all this other stuff. And, you know, hey, everyone, you know, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. And check out Figure 4 Leg Lock Wrestling. You know, hey, I think it's worthwhile. I think it's good. This is going to be a long match, but you can check this match out and more because they have long matches. All their matches are long. They're all about 20 to 25 minutes. So roughly real time about 11 to 13 minutes real time. So yeah, long. You're gonna see a lot of big moves without a lot of pins. You know, powerful brain busters into a submission or pick them up. So it takes a long time. It takes a long time to get to an end of a match. Nice flurry combo right there, and she goes for the pin. And why would she not pull her out of the corner? And yeah, see, yep. Oh, at least she go for the pin right there. That's good. That's good right there. No, they're far from a win. But yeah, check them out. It's still good to watch. I wanted to make sure I watched this while doing my commentary because I don't want to miss it. You know, I got this and one more episode to watch. Trying to keep up with Figure 4 Leg Lock. We Are the Rising. So check them out, please, and please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. As I said multiple times, you know what? I don't know. This might get to it. You know what? I'm gonna mute me and just let this play out. All right. You know, you get to see the rest of this match right here. So yep, turn this all the way up. See the music and all this other stuff. And yeah, and make sure you check out Crashing Seas Storm Surge Tournament. You know, check that out. That's CR Parker. Ooh, Northern Light Bomb. That's how I do mine. That's how Muto Turco does his. Ooh, almost got it. But yeah, okay. I just like commentating, okay? I'm gonna shut up now. Enjoy the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Watching. What did I say? I don't know. I'm out.